Everybody, welcome to week 4. Okay, we're going to continue on in our journey through Microsoft Office. So now we're going to be into Microsoft Word. Last week we were Outlook and OneDrive, and so the past 2 weeks, OneDrive and Outlook, and so it's giving us a good foundation to what Microsoft Office has to offer. So remember, Office is what contains all these different programs, all these different features that are very helpful to us. Outlook, OneDrive, and then Word, Excel, PowerPoint, among other things. All of them are under the umbrella of Microsoft Office. And these are things that can be used online, Office 365. But you can also take some of these apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and you can download them to your computer as well. And you'll notice that there are differences there. So for instance, if you take Microsoft Word and you have it downloaded to your computer, which you need to do, but you also use the cloud-based Word 365 version, you're going to notice that there are some differences here. The one online, the cloud-based one, is a bit more streamlined, a bit more stripped down. There are fewer options there than there would be in the one that you download to your computer, and that's important to note because for many of the for at least the assignments for this week, you definitely want to use the one that is downloaded to your computer, the full Microsoft Word version. And that's important too because in a lot of other classes or for things at work, there may be certain features that you need that won't be in Word 365 in the cloud-based version. So just be aware of that. There are those two versions. Hopefully by now you do know that because you've downloaded those to your computer. But be aware when you do some of these assignments, when we're in Word and then later on when we're in Excel and PowerPoint, you're going to want to use the version that is actually been downloaded to your computer. That's going to be the full version, offering you the full kind of offering of features and bells and whistles and everything. Okay, Microsoft Word, of all the programs in Microsoft Office, is probably the best known. Most people have used it one way or another, whether it was in high school or maybe previously in college or on the job somewhere. You're putting together memos or you're writing up certain kinds of things for your boss, something like that. So this is the word processing software that Microsoft uses. Okay, the Google's version would be Sheets. Okay, it's not Sheets. I'm sorry, Docs. Forgive me, Sheets. Forgive me. It'd be Google Docs. Okay, Microsoft Word works a lot better than Google Docs, so I do believe. You'll probably see that if you have ever used both of them. But this is word processing. And what we're going to do this week is we're going to understand how much more you can do with Microsoft Office beyond or Microsoft Word beyond just typing in a bunch of paragraphs for a paper or something. So one of the assignments that we're going to be doing this week is a word formatting assignment. Now this is important, okay? I'm going to be doing another video kind of walking you through what to do for this assignment. But it's important that you keep a very close attention to the lecture for this week, because at the very end of the lecture, in the summary portion, there are a series of videos. Those are the videos you're going to use to do the Microsoft Word assessment this week. What you're doing is you're going to be taking some text that is provided to you in the instructions, and you're going to be highlighting it, copying and pasting it into a blank Word document, and then formatting it according to the instructions, okay? Now, how to do those things, like putting together a header or a page number or page breaks, whatever, all of those videos are in the lecture's summary portion at the very end. So make sure you go through the lecture with a fine-tooth comb this week, because everything you need is going to be in the lecture. We also have a really interesting conversation to have about Microsoft Word, specifically related to writing resumes. This is something that many of you have done. If you haven't, you're going to very soon. So this is going to be hopefully very instructive. And I'll have a video in the discussion board in my own thread in which I elaborate more on what we're going to be talking about. But it is interesting because it gets down to something very basic, and that is fonts, font choices, and what your font choice may say about you. Yes, that actually is a thing. And it's actually a pretty important thing too. So we are going to spend some time talking about that. So lecture, make sure you pay close attention to the lecture. Get into discussion and try to get in as early as you can this week, no later than Wednesday, hopefully, so that you have the rest of the week to focus on reading your classmates' posts and commenting on those. And then the word assessment. Those are the things that are going to be keeping us busy this week. So, as always, folks, if you have any questions, any concerns, if anything comes up, let me know, okay? Email me, call or text 585-433-5871, and we'll see you in Blackboard. Thanks.